Good morning and welcome to Brunch with Brian, your daily live stream. And today we're going to go over 3 times when it pays to be a nut. When it pays to be a nut. Yes, it's National Nut Day. Believe it or not. Yes. What does a nut say when he sneezes? Cashew. Oh, okay. Yes. So we're smiling. We always like to smile. Sometimes I forget to talk about smiling. We like to smile on Brunch with Brian at the beginning, have a little joke. And what does it one nut say to another nut when he's leaving? Catch you later. Okay, so there's a couple of good jokes for you, a couple of good nut jokes. You know, I was actually out at dinner with somebody before everything, and we were out, and they said they were ordering their salad, and they said, "Can I have a salad but no nuts?" And I said, "Well, you know, it doesn't say nuts on the menu. It doesn't say nuts comes on there." And she said, "Well, yeah, but I just like to say no nuts because I'm allergic to nuts, so I just like to make sure." And I go, "Okay, that's not such a bad idea." So then the server turned to me and said, "And what will you have?" "I'll have a steak, no bees." That's funny, right? Yeah, I like that one. All right, so we always smile, and I forget to do this too often, but we do a deep breathing. So like keep your smile on your face. We do 3 deep breaths. This invigorates your body, gets you started, and always resets your day. So don't forget, this is a powerful tool. Okay, deep breath in. You got to do this with me. Hold it a little bit and let it out. And when you let it out, relax your shoulders. I like to do shoulder rolls like this, and then a neck roll. Just try to loosen it up. Try to relax it. Actually think about relaxing your muscles. How often do you think about relaxing your muscles? If you do yoga or massage or anything like that, you probably do think about that, but most of us don't do those things regularly, so we forget. Now, I do a lot of stretching and I do deep breathing and stuff, so I try to always remember to relax. So second deep breath, here we go. Hold it a sec and okay, let it go. And one more. Hold it a sec and that's great. Awesome. Well, it's great to do your deep breathing. And obviously I have nuts here today. What are the 3 times where it pays to be a nut? The 3 times it pays to be a nut. First of all, when you hear about real estate investing, I'm telling you, a lot of times when we heard about Ron and we heard about a lot of the things that you can accomplish in real estate investing, and we really dived in. I mean, when Ron, we tried some other stuff, but when we heard about Ron and when we got into Ron, I immersed myself. I hadn't been aware really so much of the creative financing pretty house world. And like a lot of other investors, I was aware of wholesaling and rehabbing, and we were doing that. But this was kind of a revolution in my business. And so people thought I was crazy. They said people are going to leave the mortgage in their name. They're going to do subject to deals. They're going to, what are you, crazy? Are you nuts? Okay, so you're going to get some of that. And so when you're first getting into real estate, especially doing all the creative financing deals, sometimes you're going to get that. Guys, how many people have to say yes? How many people have to justify that you're not nuts? If you talk to 20 to 50 sellers in a month, one, really, guys, unless you've got a whole big staff, if you're doing 1 deal a month, you're killing it. You're going to be making a lot of money and building a huge amount of wealth. I don't know if you can replace your whole income, but you probably can, depending on what you make and how you structure your deals and the pricing in your area. Obviously, if you're in an area where the average house price is $250, that's different if the average house price is $100. But most of you guys live in an area where you can find houses in that $200 to $300 range, which is sort of a sweet spot that we love. And so that's the first time where it pays to be nuts, is when you jump into real estate. Be nuts, go nuts. The more nuts you go, the better off you are, because you go crazy and go nuts, take a lot of action, and you get a lot of results when you're following a good system. If you guys are hooked up with the Wolffs, I'm confident. We have the best systems. I have a thinker brain that is a blessing and a curse. And it's been a blessing for all of our students because I really detail out all this stuff. And we create systems on every single topic, like this new one on virtual buying and selling. Whatever comes down the pike that I feel like you guys really need to understand and know about in order to vault your career success into the stratosphere, I'm going to create a system to help you do it. And it's going to be very detailed, and there's going to be plenty of video. Because I made videos from when I was a kid. I made little movies. I interviewed Ted Nugent when I worked at a TV station when I was 18. If you haven't seen that video on YouTube, go check it out. It's on our YouTube channel. The second time that it pays to be nuts is on a deal, on specific deals. Sometimes people will think you're nuts. You're giving them full price? How can you give them full price and make any money? You're nuts. You must be nuts. Okay, but guess what? You must be nuts. But you are nuts, and you can afford to pay full price because they don't understand the deal. They don't understand that there are 4 deal points to every creative financing deal. There's purchase price, monthly payment, length of term, and down payment. So if you get, if you get really good, 3 really good deal points agreed upon, then the purchase price is almost irrelevant. If you get 30 years, nothing down, and a low payment, how can you beat that? Okay, and oftentimes that's what happens in these creative financing deals. So the second time that it's good to be nuts, and sometimes other investors who don't understand pretty houses will say, they'll look at a deal that you're doing and they'll say, I want to do that deal. How did you get that deal? Oh, you offered them that. Oh, you're nuts. And what do you tell them? Yep, I'm nuts. I'm so desperate, I'm nuts. And, let them think you're nuts, and you're going to be nuts all the way to the bank. All right. So the third time that it's okay to be nuts is when you're investing in yourself and your future and our system specifically. I don't know about anybody else's stuff except Ron's. I know Ron's stuff is great, and I know our stuff is great. Anybody else's I'm not as sure about. But if you are investing in this is where they call us nuts. When do they call us nuts? They call us nuts because we give a rebate on every system we ever sell. And we give you like 90 days, or if you ever do a deal and come back, I mean, that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to motivate you. And people say, oh, you guys are nuts. You're giving all these rebates all the time on all your systems. But that's the motivating factor. Ron offered me a rebate as part of his system when I first started, and it was a real motivating thing. So anytime you guys get any new system or any system of ours, if you don't have the what to say and what to do, I hope if you're looking at me right now and you don't own our what to say and what to do system, something's askew. So get on board with that. We'll give you, if it's just that you don't have the cash right now, we'll work something out. We'll give you financing. We also have this Vive card. I don't talk about this very often, but it's not that hard to qualify for this Vive card. And you guys can use it to get anything of ours that will help you. Remember, we got systems on virtual 1 hour open houses, this new virtual system. We got systems on the acquisitionist. We got systems on masterful marketing, on social media. Any part of this business that you don't have under control and figured out and operating at a high efficiency, you probably need some kind of a system to apply to that. So any time you ever would get a system from us, guys, it comes with a 90-day rebate. Just do anything, get some kind of a deal put together, and we'll give you your money back, because I just am trying to get you guys good at this. Our mission is to spread the wealth and to be a blessing to other people. So if we can do that for you, then that would be wonderful. So go nuts, guys. That's the reasons, the times it's good to go nuts, 3 times. So it's also National Color Day, beyond National Nut Day, and this is a very important day. I was almost going to lead with this, because you know how we are about our puppies, but it's actually National Make a Dog's Day. National Make a Dog's Day. So if you have a dog, do something nice, especially for your dog. It's National Stuttering Day. It's National Smart is Cool Day, because sometimes kids are smart and they get, they're the nerd, but smart is cool. Yay. I'm only picking the days. Guys, there's about 100 days every day. So I try to only pick the ones that are kind of fun, like National Eat a Pretzel Day, National Clean Up the Earth Day. So those are all good. Now, here's our trivia section. I'm not going to do history anymore. I'm going to do trivia. So when was the first parachute? There was a guy who went up in a balloon. Remember, this is before planes or helicopters or anything. Went up in a hot air balloon, put on a silk parachute, and jumped out. Okay, what year do you think that happened? And now Edison perfected his first cotton filament light bulb in 1879. It's kind of interesting. Edison was a brilliant genius. It's good to emulate. Edison said what? Edison is good for this alone. Just remember one of his most famous sayings: genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. So that means being a hard worker makes you a genius, okay? Same thing applies to real estate. I like that. Okay, and the first parachute and the first car dealership. When did the first, that's a double trivia question. When did the first car dealership open up in London? And when did the first guy jump out of a balloon on a parachute? Jeff Goldblum turns 68 today. Jeff Goldblum, good actor. And Brian Boitano, star of Olympic skating, turns 57 today. Your assignments today, guys, are you need to be on Thursday's Live with the Wolves. And I want you to think about a time that you went nuts, a time that you went nuts in your life that it paid off. Maybe it was taking a chance to ask that girl out, and that turned out to be your wife. You know, sometimes it pays off to be nuts and go a little nuts, guys. Think of a couple of times, and in business too, when it paid off to go nuts. And don't forget, your last assignment is be on Thursday's Live today. That's at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I believe if we still have the appointment set, we are going to be buying a house today. So we're going to try to make this work. If the seller says okay, we're going to actually try to film him signing the paperwork and go through basically a live deal meeting that you guys get to watch. So that's awesome. You really need to be on that. So that's a big, important assignment. And here's my other last assignment. What is it? Make your dog's day. So if you got a dog, or if you know a dog, be great to your dog. And you guys know we love Saturn and Mars, but this is our new addition, Willow. And she ain't gonna look like this for long. In fact, I'm not even gonna be able to hold it very much longer, because she's going to be about 50 pounds. And right now she's only about 10. So she's going to be 5 times bigger. You're going to get to watch her grow up. So, hey, it was great spending this time. And what's my last thing I'm going to leave you with is going nuts. It pays.